All right, guys, if you are done grabbing facts and you are ready to move on, the second stamp sheet is digital. It is right here called Stamp Sheet Drafting a Research Paper. And what you'll do is you'll come over, look at the stamp sheet. You can see the rubric. Most of this is going to be about writing your paper itself. And it has very specific requirements for what you need in the paper, including those 20 bits of information. So that's why it's important to have those before you start on this step. Now, the first thing you're going to do is organize your information. That means you're going to go back over to My Research Notes, and you are simply going to put some sort of category title in the far right column for each one. So this is a basic fact. I would call it kind of an intro fact or maybe an overview. I might use it at the beginning of a paragraph. I might use it in my introduction, but it's kind of an overview. So I call it intro. This one had to do with treatment. This one had to do with symptoms. As you are putting your labels on, you might realize, oh, I'm a little short on symptoms. I might go find another fact for that. And that's perfectly fine because research is kind of malleable in that it changes along the way. So you go back and find what you need to find. Then, once those are labeled, step 2 is to create your works cited. Creating your works cited is pretty straightforward. You should, over here, have a bunch of different sources, at least 3 listed. So to create your works cited, all you do is you copy them, and you come over to the page I pushed out to you called My Works Cited, and you paste them here, and you arrange them in ABC order. So if you have 3 sources, which is the requirement, you would need to put them in ABC order, all 3 of them. If you have 4 sources, those go in ABC order. I should see 4 things over here. Make sure, though, that you remove the extra labels. Like if you copied the where it says Works Cited or Source Citation, just delete that. You don't need it. You just need it to start with the author's last name or the title, and it should end with the access date. Anything other than that can just be deleted. So once your works cited is done and it's here, it's ready, we'll eventually paste this onto an actual Word document, but for now it's here, it's ready. We go back over to the instructions, and the next thing on the list is to create your in-text citations. So in-text citations may be new to you. What these are going to do is, as you are writing your paper, they are going to actually tell you exactly where each fact came from. I do have a paper example out here, and if you were to look through my Big Ben paper, this right here is an in-text citation. It says that this came from a source, that was titled Big Ben, and it was on page 124. So what you're going to do to create your citations, I give you a little information chart. If the author has a last name and a page number, you put parentheses, last name, page number. If there's a last name but no page number, it's just the last name. If there's no author, then you use the shortened title. You don't put the whole title. You just put the first 2 words of a title, maybe 3 depending, and the page number. The title, of course, goes inside quotes. And if there's no page number, then it's just the shortened title. So where do I do this? I do this back on My Research Notes. I come over here, and so this is just my example up here, but the first thing we have is we have a last name and we have a page number. So my in-text citation is parentheses, Sheeler 96, close parentheses, done. This one, there is no author's last name. It starts with post-traumatic stress, so I'll just put post-traumatic stress, quote. Does it have a page? It does not have a page, so I close that parentheses. That one is done. This is the same one as before, so I could just copy and paste it, only I don't want all of that, just a little bit of it. And so on and so forth. Here's another one. Let's see, this is Rausch. Does it have a page? Page 679 plus. Okay, so we would just write 679, close parentheses. So it's actually pretty straightforward. But once you have all of your citations done, then you are ready to actually start drafting your paper. And this is where you would go in and start writing an introduction. Your paper itself will be on a Word document. You can make sure you save it in your English 4 folder. So when you are finished with steps 1, 2, and 3, you have everything prepped and ready, and it is time to actually write the paper. So what your paper is going to do is simply answer the question that you ask, give us some details, give us the information, arrange your facts. And remember that I do have an example paper. This one has to do with Big Ben. And you can kind of see how that one came together. And I also have additional videos, including how to write your research paper. And these are available for you as well if you need help.